My favorite Bible verse, one of my life verses, is Ephesians 2:10, that says you are God's workmanship, or it says in the NLT, you are God's masterpiece, created in Christ Jesus for a life of good works He prepared in advance for you to do. And I believe that God prepared me and shaped me as a surfer, and that was part of His good work for me to do. And to think that I would be His masterpiece, which I find so hard to believe, but that verse has given me such encouragement that God made me as a surfer, and that was part of His purpose and destiny for me. So I've built my life around surfing. It's become more than my sport or my lifestyle, it's become my actual identity. And so when I had to wrestle through that issue that I really made my primary identity surfing and Christianity was second. I was sort of too cool to be a Christian, and God had to really deal with that and confront that. It was quite a challenge of wrestling through having this sense of this dissatisfaction that I was going along to a church, I was hearing other people talking about reading the Bible that I never read, talking about praying to God, a God that I never prayed to, talking about building your life and trusting someone that I wasn't really trusting. I was still putting all of my focus on surfing. So I was dissatisfied that I considered myself a hardcore surfer and was quite dismissive of token surfers. And yet here was I doing the same thing about this Christianity that I was saying, that I was actually a token Christian, just on the edges. And there was me judging a surfer who wasn't as hardcore as me. And here I am not actually being a hardcore Christian, but really soft. And I thought, man, there's something really inconsistent. So it was a gradual realization, and it came to a really pointy end where I remember being challenged at a church service about surrendering your whole life. And for me, that whole life part was the surfing. And I prayed, walking out at night on the beach saying, God, I really want to know you. I really want to be yours first, and I'll never surf again if you don't want me to. I remember saying the words and trying to catch the words before they got to heaven. And I'd said it, there was no going back, And, but I had this deep, quiet excitement that I'd finally broken free of the sort of addictive nature of surfing, and it was finally let go. So I've got this excitement about rediscovering this Jesus I said I'd started following in a real way, and suddenly reading the Bible and praying and wanting to share with others about this became real. But then what was I going to do on the weekends? Because everything revolved around surfing. And it was a long 2 weeks, which might not sound long, but for me at 18, 2 weeks of just completely walking away from surfing just seemed like, wow, this is going to extend maybe forever. And my friend who had actually helped me follow Jesus came to me saying, I got this crazy idea that we could start a Christian surfer group, which I'd never thought of intentionally combining those two words beyond a person, but we could actually be a group. And I felt in that instant God saying, okay, you've given me a surfing, I'm giving it back to you, but just remember whose it is and for whose glory and benefit it's going to be for. It's more than just you, and this can be transformed into something far bigger than just your own self-promotion and your own self-pleasure. And that was another exciting rediscovery. So I had been excited and energized in my faith, and now I was being excited and energized in a new purpose with surfing.